Let's have some beer. Oh, what? Be going down, people of the world. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another beer review. My name, slowly getting back to the point where I can call myself Redbeard again. Yay for me. And for the beer of the today, we've got something kind of special. This is a bottle of Afternoon Siesta Jalapeno Stout by my hometown brewery, New Ontario Brewing Company, from North Bay, Ontario, coming in at 6.8% ABV. Jalapeno Stout. Jalapeno Stout. Not really sure how spicy it's going to be. Jalapenos, if you eat like a raw one, when it's just at that right point of being ripe, it can be pretty spicy. Not like insanely, but it's got a decent little kick to it. So I'm hoping they got that aspect of that in here, because off the bat I have to say you definitely, you're watching this, you want to try some. If you don't have some, you can't get some. They only made 30 or so bottles of this. They have a new line of beers, I guess you can call it. It's their pilot project. They basically purchased a decent homebrewing kit, and they're now making small, weird, experimental batches that are just basically the size of one keg of beer. So you don't get that many out of it. And as a result, this is an $18 bottle of beer. So, hopes are kind of up there at this point in time, for sure. New Ontario has made some pretty damn tasty stouts that I've had in my time doing what I'm doing. $18 though. And because it's such a small batch, I didn't get my, I have a thing going with New Ontario. I love them. They're amazing. It's so awesome. It was, I believe Ron, who's not even there anymore, but started a thing where when a new beer comes out from New Ontario, they give me a sample. This, because the batch is so small, they didn't want to do that so much, and I was okay with not doing that so much because the batch is so small, but still, $18 is a lot of money for a bottle of beer. It's kind of my overall point. So, with that in mind, let's crack this open. I really do like the label, even though it's like a very, very simplistic label. It's handwritten. And then this twine that seems to be oddly tied twice or something. It's a bow. You'd think you pulled a bow and it would come undone. Am I going to have to grab some kind of a blade? Use my teeth. This is ridiculous. Oh, wait, I think it started. There we go. It was like fused together with itself. There, I think. No, it was actually double knotted before it was bow tied. Okay, whoever did that, they should be slapped. You don't double tie a knot before you bow tie it, because then it gets extra double tight and doesn't want to come undone. I'm having a great time. So, yeah, as you can see, all handwritten. So, you're paying a little bit of extra money, I guess you could even say, for that. Somebody had to sit there and write all these out, make them look nice. I'd imagine at least a couple got chucked out in the trash because they made a mistake somewhere. Whoever did that, that is actually some really, really, really nice handwriting. The little smudge you see around the O on the end there, that's actually just moisture. So that's not on whoever did this. Let's crack this open. I love the pop top. One of my favorite things ever. Not a beer you'd want to keep for a long time, even though it's a stout, but clear bottle choice is an odd choice. That the guys in New Ontario, they make that choice kind of often enough. This doesn't appear to be super dark. Let's pour it mildly aggressive so we can get some decent looking head on there. Kind of not really doing much with the head. Now we got a bit going on. It's naturally carbonated on yeast, hence the bottom there, may contain sediment. So, I don't know, thumbnail and then drinking. Dark beer. How dark of the beer? Not super dark. That's like the first degree of my Lights 3 levels of degrees. That has a decent jalapeno smell going on for sure. It's hard to describe the way that the smell of the jalapeno works with the smell of the... I want to say they... I don't know. I should have asked if they used fresh jalapenos. It smells like they did. And that's what's going to give you that nice potential burn that we might get going on. NewOntarioBrewing.com. We'll bring it to NewOntarioBrewing.com. Not sure why it's way over there. There, yes. If you're passing through the North Bay, Ontario area, watch for the signs. Go check them out. Do it. Let's give this a shot. That's different. Really not waiting. The slightest, tiny, almost undetectable tingle on my tongue. But the flavor, the actual jalapeno flavor is definitely there. And the way it works with the stout is something I need to experience more of to make an actual conclusion about, because that was odd. Let's do this. Cheers everybody, and come on now. Cheers to everybody at New Ontario. The upcoming beard loves you all. I feel like it needs a bit more carbonation. Like, I like the flavor. It's actually nice. The flavor's nice. It's a little kind of flat for me. It's not old. I've had this for I think maybe a week now, and I got it the day it was released. Just like I actually have the second pilot batch beer that's been brewed. The can't think of the name of it, but it's a blueberry raspberry sour, and that's going to be had with my sister Erin, who hasn't been on the channel in a while. She's actually coming by tomorrow, so chances are she'll be in the next video coming up, unless I do another one after this one this evening. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Yeah, beer. Overall, I'm liking it. That's the only thing I can say that I'm kind of off about is the carbonation. Am I upset that I didn't buy 2 bottles? No. I'm definitely okay with that. It's not something that I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing, I have to have this again. But I am glad I got this one bottle that I can try, for sure. Like, I feel like not a lot of people did. Like, I found it on Untapped with 1 rating, and that's it. And the guy gave it 3 out of 5. So, didn't say anything about it. I would have liked to have some kind of other things to bounce ideas off kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, possibly. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point because I've been recording for 12 minutes like a moron. I'm going to drink a whole bunch of beer and then come back and probably not be able to pronounce words I'm currently pronouncing perfectly anymore. I really don't know what to say at this point. New Ontario is my hometown brewery, and I hate to kind of almost like bash them a bit, but this does not... It's tasty, but like $18 a bottle. Off the top of my head, Kentucky Bastard, Cafe del Bastardo, the Soda City Imperial Stouts, Blood of Cthulhu, and Long Dark Voyage to Uranus. Possibly other ones that are popping in. This size of bottle, they would be cheaper. And I have to honestly say I'd like them better. Like, again, I like it, but it's not like for any kind of beer for this kind of price. I'd expect to kind of blow my mind. This one, like, that's why they give you the warning right there. A little bit of sediment might occur, so we're gonna, you know, we're having that sediment. That's how I roll. Looks a little bit more kind of murky at this point, I guess you'd say. But, I don't know. So tasteful. There's no real spiciness to speak of. You see jalapeno, you think, you know, spicy. Jalapeno was like, pardon me, one of the, definitely the lower tier spicy peppers that exist. But it's at the same time one of the most kind of world known peppers that are kind of spicy, I would say. Jalapenos, habaneros, the Carolina Reaper, like the, you know, the ones that have been in the media and made cool hot sauces for all. Yeah, like everybody knows about the jalapeno. It's generally got at least a little bit of a spiciness. Again, like at this point I've like adapted and the tingle on my tongue is just gone. There's no spiciness to speak of in this beer. The jalapeno adds a nice flavor, but I feel like it should have been like a jalapeno stout and then like kind of give it like a dry hop of like some habanero or some ghost pepper or something to actually kick up that spicy flavor, because it's just, it's, I hate to say it, for what it is and what it costs, it's kind of a little bit of the meh. I like it, but it's like, I would not spend that money on that again. I'm really hoping that the tomorrow video that's happening with my sister with the sour is going to go a lot better. Randomly, actually, I just forgot. I just published like yesterday. The video with me and Greg. The second to last. There's still one more to go. I'm not sure if that was even going to be put on the channel because I was, after those 3 Imperial Stouts we had, a little on the not so sober side. But yeah, Bring Out Your Dead. Again, a lot of these are barrel aged stouts as well, and they're coming out in bottles that are maybe a little bit smaller. This is, I believe, a 750. Some might be 600 or something like that, or 650. Bring Out Your Dead, I think it was $15. Might have been a little bit less, but way higher in the ABV. 6.8 compared to like 11 point something. And just the overall flavor profile. Like, $18 for this beer just seems wrong to me, I guess is my final opinion on it as we get into drink number the last. Okay, that was fucked up. That's the first time I've ever drank beer with sediment and felt the sediment on my tongue. Oh my. I didn't like that at all. I've had can conditioned beers and other beers with sediment in them, and you swish it around and you drink it down, and you know it's there, but you don't. Like, I felt lumps of things on my tongue. If I hadn't just like instantly swallowed, I would have spat stuff all over everything. Oh, that kind of just ruined my day. Wow. Like, this is like hearkening back to the first time I had your black IPA or something. Like, I generally am a big fan of beers from New Ontario. This is painful for me at this point. New Ontario, this pilot series afternoon siesta jalapeno stout stuff. That's like a 4 overall. This is just like, again, like no spiciness. Didn't seem to be carbonated really that well. And then just those massive look at this. I've never seen something like that before. Look at it. That's mildly horrifying. I was gonna suck my finger, but I'm just gonna wipe out my pants. Yeah. I hate everything right now because New Ontario is my hometown brewery and I love them, and but at the same time, honesty is the way that I go with these things. So if you haven't had this, I'm pretty sure nobody watching my channel has had this beer, but regardless, let me know what you think of the video and stuff and things in the comments down below. Excuse me, because that is going to do it for this beer review, because it's already gone on way too long. Oh my god. It should be like a 20-minute freaking video. If you liked the video, smash thumbs up in the face. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're made aware when I go live and I release new videos and stuff and things. Just smack my own nose with my thumb because my spatial awareness is going down the crapper because I'm not sober anymore. Thanks again. And I'll be back with something like this pretty freaking soon. Peace out. I really hope that the sour that my sister comes over to have with me tomorrow is pretty good. Damn it.